Everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm going to do another album review on a Pink Floyd album. But first things first, you'll notice that I've moved rooms. So I've got a bigger room now, and it's also a different angle of me doing a video, which is probably better because you can see me better and you can also see the album better. Well, I've just given away what I'm going to do there. So I'm going to do Dark Side of the Moon, obviously. And also I've got a new haircut, so don't make fun of it if you don't like it. But if you do, then that's nice. But I'm going to be doing quite a few videos now. I haven't done one in a while. But James will be going away for a bit, so I'll be doing some videos while he's gone. He'll be going for about 3 weeks. But I won't overwhelm people with videos because not a lot of people watch videos anyway. But you know what I mean. But I'm going to review the classic Pink Floyd album, Dark Side of the Moon, which came out in 1973. Sorry for the lighting, it's a bit weird. If I shut the curtain, maybe. Sorry about this, should have done this before. But yeah, so this is a classic album. It's very well praised and acclaimed album, along with a lot of other Pink Floyd albums. But I'll just show you the actual vinyl copy. So I got this like last year when I first got into vinyl. It's a brand new one, it's a stereo one. The annoying thing about this is the material it's made out of makes it so that it's easy to get fingerprints all over it. I don't know if you can see it. If I put it in the light, that's a bit awkward to do. No, you can't see that. Forget that. But it's a gatefold album, and if you open it up, you get the like colour spectrum looking like heartbeats. You got all the lyrics of the songs. And you've also got the people who are credited to writing it. That's funny, time has come awful. I'll get to that in a bit. But I'm already losing track of where I am. I was talking about the album. Yeah, oh yeah, I'll show off. So basically like, you get a poster. I'm not going to open it up because you can look it up on the internet what you get. And you also get some sort of like, I can't remember what it is actually. Look it up on the internet, you'll see what it is. But you get a poster and you get some sort of other thing. Like you get a postcard with the Wish You Were Here album. I think it's some sort of picture of the band or something. Different letters of the band or whatever. I really don't know, I can't remember, and I'm not going to get it out because it's annoying to get out. But the vinyl pressing, the label is a custom label just for the album, just like the albums that follow this. So that's pretty nice. Nice clean record. Has never ever jumped, never had any problems with this record. So yeah, very nice. This is probably my favourite album of all. No, I don't know why I'm saying probably, because I know it is my favourite album of all time. It's almost like I'd give it like a very high score, obviously. But I mean, forget all the nonsense I've said in the past about there's no perfect album. I'd have to give this a 9.875. Yeah, just forget what I've said about that because there's just no point in doing that. So I'll go into the tracks now because I'm waffling on a bit too much. But it's got 10 tracks. The first track is a track called Speak to Me. It's only about a minute long. It's a great opening track, but it's just a bunch of sound effects. It's not very interesting as an isolated track itself. So because it has got a title, it's its own track. It's only a minute long, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. But it's not a bad opening song, and it leads very well into the next song. Sorry, I'm very thirsty. But yeah, track number 2 is one of my favourites on the album. Breathe, parentheses, in the air. I'd give this a 10 out of 10 because it flows perfect. I mean, this album is meant to be 2 sides of music. Basically, they're all linked together. So it's like almost like a whole album is a medley. But pretty much every song links into each other on this album, or like almost every song. Probably like 8 out of the 10 songs linked together. Maybe even more. But yeah, this is a really good spaced out song. If you were to describe, if I know a lot of people say that Pink Floyd, oh, it's drug music and stuff like that. Oh, it's very, very weird and stuff. This is perfect to represent drug music. This song, very spaced out vocals, very spaced out music in general. So track number 3 is another instrumental called On the Run. I'd give this a 10 out of 10, but I don't know why I'm saying but because it is a good song. For the time this came out in 1973, this would have been absolutely amazing to hear this for the first time, this track, because it's very, very, very far ahead of its time. Well, this album is, but this track is very, very like advanced in terms of music. And this album was all done manually. Like this was all done by hand with very hard work. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, it's very ahead of its time. This song, like this is evidence, and it's a very weird song to listen to of this time. It's unbelievable to think that this came out in 1973. It's just a very cool and atmospheric song. It's hard to describe the songs. You really have to go listen to the album yourself, but I would give it a 10 out of 10. Track number 4, Time, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most beautiful songs ever written. It's got a brilliant guitar solo, one of my favourite guitar solos ever. If you go watch our favourite guitar solos video, advertising of videos, yeah, we discussed our favourite guitar solos, and this was like my second favourite after Stairway to Heaven. But yeah, it's a beautiful song. Like, it opens up as it transitions from On the Run, because On the Run kind of comes crashing down, and then in comes Time with the clock, with the big chiming of the clocks, which was apparently very hard to record because it had to be all triggered at the same time, all these different clocks, which just is another evidence of the hard work that they put and the time it took to make this music. But it's a brilliant song. You have to go listen to this. This album is definitely an album you have to listen to before you die. It's Dark Side of Me. You got to listen to it. But yeah, going back to the song, it comes in with David Gilmour's vocals speaking about time. It's just such a relevant subject to talk about, considering it's like 45 years after. Jesus Christ, 45 years after the song came out. It's just such a relevant song subject, if you know what I mean. Time. Apparently this was it was first started by Richard Wright, which I didn't know. I thought Roger Waters just wrote the lyrics, which he probably did, but I think Richard Wright was the one who began composing this song. But it's just a brilliant song. Has to be a 10 out of 10. Give it 100 out of 10 if I could. It's one of my favourite Pink Floyd songs. Probably my second favourite after Shine On You Crazy Diamond, which is on another album, the one that follows this. But yeah, brilliant song. Have to listen to this song. Number 5, definitely the highlight of the album, by the way, that song. Number 5, The Great Gig in the Sky, another instrumental with an absolutely amazing female vocals on it. It's a very beautiful piano piece to start it off, and then it comes in with David Gilmour's lovely slide guitar. It always gives me goosebumps, that slide guitar. And the bass gives this song so much depth. But the vocals are really the standout part, I guess. But Richard Wright was the one who... This was fully composed by Richard Wright, because he started it on the piano, and he also used a lot of jazz... He used a jazz chord in this song, which he heard from another song. But yeah, it's a brilliant song. This is... The subject matter of this song is dying. It just doesn't really matter what the subject matter is, because it's just a brilliant song. 10 out of 10. Obviously, 10 out of 10. And then that's the end of side 1. Side 2 opens up with Money. Not a very smooth transition on the CD, obviously. But on the vinyl, it opens up with Money, the cash register coming in, then the iconic bass line comes in. And then, so, it's another relevant song matter about money and the money struggles of life. Because the whole album's about the everyday struggles of life, emotionally, physically, and economically, if you will. But it's such a relevant subject to talk about, the struggles of life, which is why it's such an impressive album. But yeah, the first minute and a half is the vocal part, then it goes into a saxophone solo, and then it goes into David Gilmour's really good guitar solo. I mean, a lot of people might say it's just an average guitar solo for David Gilmour. It's nothing too special, but I really enjoy listening to it. It's one of my favourite songs on the album, even though a lot of people hate this song because they say it's overplayed, which I understand. But I love this song, and I love the guitar solo a lot, because it goes into one guitar solo, then it's kind of a little drum part, and then it goes into the very good solo, and then it goes back into the final verse of the song, and then it fades out, and it comes in with that gets 10 out of 10. And then it comes in with Us and Them, which is the longest song on the track, about 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes long. Very spaced out song. It's a lovely song to listen to. Like, this song is this whole album is just very spaced out, just to sum it all up. But yeah, Us and Them is a 10 out of 10. A lot of people don't like this because they think it drags on for too long. I mean, a lot of people don't like this album because they say it's far from Pink Floyd's best album. I mean, I understand because it's talked about a lot, but you know, it's good. It's just good. Then that's 7 minutes 49 seconds long, and then it ends, and then it comes straight in with an instrumental called "Any Colour You Like." I absolutely love this track. It's another instrumental, and I absolutely love the vibe and atmosphere of this song. I think this is a very underrated song, to be honest, but I really, really love this song. I just, every time I'm in a mood, or I just want to calm down or something, just something that chills me out, I guess, I go straight to this song. First song I go to, it's just such a great song. I just love the instrumental, and the keyboard work by Richard Wright is really what makes the song like really cool. 10 out of 10. Beautiful song. Just love that song. Then the number 9, which is track number 9 and 10 are kind of juxtaposed together. So both these tracks you could say are the climax of the album. Brain Damage. So these final 2 songs are Roger Waters' songs solely. So Brain Damage, you can tell it's inspired by Syd Barrett. He's such a strong spirit entity that appears throughout all of Pink Floyd's writing and songs. He inspires a lot of Roger Waters' songs. I mean, like, a lot of people say that it's annoying that Roger Waters kind of, I forgot what the word is, but kind of uses Syd Barrett in order to make a song that is very successful. That's a very terrible way of putting it, but I can't remember what the song is, not the song, the word is. But yeah, I don't really understand that anyway. That's a bit of a bad argument, to be honest, to make the song bad. But it's a brilliant song. It's a great part to go into the climax of the album. 10 out of 10, a great song, and Roger Waters sings it very well. And then number 10, Eclipse, is the perfect way to sum up the album. 10 out of 10 to this track. It's kind of just like, the lyrics are basically like describing everyday actions and things that you do. It's only about 2 minutes long as well, so it's about a minute and a half of that, and then it just fades back out into the same pulse that Speak to Me opened. So if you kind of think about it, it all comes full circle. So you could listen to this album on loop, and it'd be like if you listen to Eclipse and then start to Speak to Me again, you wouldn't notice that it's restarted, because I mean, apart from the part that it fades out, obviously. But yeah, perfect way to sum up the album. What I kind of like to think about this album is that Speak to Me and then Breathe in the Air are the opening, then On the Run is the sort of transition to the middle part, and then Time to Us and Them is the middle part, and then Any Colour Like You Like is the transition to the climax, which is Brain Damage and Eclipse. That's a good way of laying out the album, I guess. But I'd obviously got to give this album a 10 out of 10. Forget what I've done it in the past. I think I did do a video of this album in the past, when me and James first started the channel, but I put it on private because I wanted to do a new one. I also disagreed with like some of the things I said on that, but I'll probably do in a few months on this one. But obviously a 10 out of 10 album, my favourite Pink Floyd album, even though that's very typical and annoying for some people to hear. My favourite album of all time, favourite Pink Floyd album. Brilliant album, you have to listen to it, it's an essential listen. But I will rank the songs. So pretty much every song on this album except for Speak to Me, which is a bit unfair to say because it's only a minute long, and it's just a very like quite instrumental, but like that Speak to Me is number 10 because that's the only one that didn't get a 10 out of 10, got an 8 out of 10. Number 9, Us and Them, only because it's a long song, so it's quite hard to get through sometimes when you're not in the mood to listen to it. Number 8, Eclipse. Number 7, On the Run. Number 6, Brain Damage. The top 5 are interchangeable for me. Number 5 is Breathe in the Air. Number 4, Money. I would have put this at, I was going to put this at number 2, but then I thought might as well get some variety and not have a typical choice. Number 3, Any Colour You Like. I was tempted to put this like number 2, but number 2 is The Great Gig in the Sky, just because it's a bit more astounding than Any Colour You Like, just a bit. And then number 1 would not change for me. This is always going to be my number 1 song on this album. Always going to be one of my favourite songs of all time. Just, you have to listen. It's not a good idea to listen to a song on this album without listening to the album first. You have to listen to the album as a whole. That's the #1 rule about this album, and you have to listen to it through a pair of headphones, and you have to be focusing on the music to enjoy it. But if you were going to listen to a song separately, you should go to this one. Brilliant song. But that's my review on Dark Side of the Moon. I might do Wish You Were Here next, but I did buy A Saucer Full of Secrets, which is their second album after Piper That Gets at Dawn. I would like to say that I can do this all in chronological order, but I can't really because I've gone straight from Piper That Gets at Dawn to Meddle, and there's about 5 albums in between those two. So I'm just going to do the album reviews in random order. I'll eventually get them all done. I'm still collecting all the Pink Floyd vinyl. I've only got half of their actual studio catalogue. But expect more Pink Floyd reviews in the future, and I'm going to do probably The Who as my next video, and that'll come out very soon. So thanks for watching this video, and goodbye.